Hello now. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There was a mic setting. Alrighty. Oh, now I can hear myself. All right. Sorry. Now I can hear myself on the stream. Hello, everyone. And yeah, welcome to. Sorry for the delay. We're having some audio issues. Welcome to round 8 of this championship in the American Cup. We're back at Gisborne for the second time this season. We're running the long layout, and now we're running a new alternate layout here at Gisborne. It's a shorter kind of style layout. And now, so this third sector, it's very interesting. It looks like a section from a certain track in Australia that does a certain race, a 12-hour race, and a certain race that has 161 laps. I'm not going to say the track because I do not want to get in trouble, but it is in Australia. What has the first letter of M and the second word has the letter P at the start of it. So maybe you can figure it out. Anyway, I'd like to also have me in the commentary booth with me today is Leo. I don't know if
Hello.
And yeah, there he is. Hello, Leo. It's good to have you in the booth today for this exciting race. I didn't catch really the European race. I was currently figuring.
Neither me.
So we don't know how the race was, but we are very excited for this one. But Leo, a new layout here at Gisborne. There's now multiple configurations they can do. What can you expect, or what are you hoping to see with this new sector?
I'm really excited about it. I have, of course, been at work with the development of this layout, and being the first race here in America Cup, it will be exciting to see how will the drivers go through that left, right, left tight section, and Mark Anthony corner cuts there actually.
Yeah.
That uphill is very tricky as well, because you do not want to hit any walls, because it ruins your momentum into the final turn.
Yeah, you bet.
16
Now,
Rise is on purple sector 2, going through that mentioned hill. One final turn for him to go. He nails that perfectly. Superfast GT retakes that purple sector. 16 Rise stays in P3. Superfast GT now enters the final corner. Very nice final line. But he stays P8.
Yoto is on his lap with EB9 right behind him. EB9 in the slipstream. So let's see. If he can make some ground and fell with Cree. I do not know what to say. Oh no, I have no idea who that is. Chroma. And someone stopped there. Maybe it's one of the BMWs from the Daytona 24 race. Anyway, moving on. We got wow, EB9 goes extremely wide.
Yoto, he has to improve, but he stays P16. Miles off Mark Anthony.
Also getting word that GTSF1 has slammed into the wall yet again. Another disappointing thing as we go back to Pomodoro, or the track I call Portimao, even though it is nowhere near the word.
We've flown all the way from Italy to New Zealand for this one.
Yeah, long flight. And here we are, back again, ready to do it all over again.
We
Oh
have
my
a very
gosh.
interesting front row because the two drivers have won in Euro Cup.
5 lights. Go, 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 they say. Karsten, everyone gets an even Steven off the line. It's not even a battle. Now they're going right to the outside line to get that perfect exit. Going into turn 1 now. Yep. Thanks,
The 1-2 is very similar if you have watched the Euro Cup to the results of Euro Cup, but Karsten goes very wide there and allows the JTSF1 to retake P2. They're all jostling for position, and JT comes out on top. Magnificent P12 with a purple sector. Mark Anthony on that long straight, getting under pressure from JTSF1 and Milo. Very difficult corner, this one, with a tight wall on the exit. Everyone goes clean. Magnificent, though, loses out. Chroma Magnoli has definitely made some uprising, has got himself up to P5.
I don't know what this goofy formation is going on the straightaway. Everyone looked like they're in a flying formation. And oh my, that guy just sends it in the corner. Mark Anthony, everyone's still set up for a sector, for a track that makes close racing, and to add a new sector, which I thought would maybe spread out the field. They're still stuck together, which is amazing to see here. Good to see that we'll have some racing, but there's multiple different packs. Left, right, and center. Milo goes wide. A little flashback. Let's take it back. What is Mark doing? He's just, yeah. Anyway, take it back. Let's go to the first start of this race. I can't remember if it was European or American. I think it was
European was.
I can't remember. We had a restart. We had the red flag and someone slammed the wall. I think it was Sebastian who went up and over. Well, that was with the different layout. Not seeing that today, but Mark Anthony still has the lead. Mark Anthony's really good as JTSF1. Just
I remember JTSF1 having, on the previous race around here, having that distinctive line, and he's weaving around once again. I would not risk that if my name was JT, because I could hear the wall incoming.
Oh yeah. I guess if we want a quick recap of what happened, Lee, I don't know if you want to explain it, but the track we were at last time, Pomodoro, and that's how I say it. I'm probably saying it wrong, but
Portimao.
Really Portimao. Really interesting race. It's chaotic everywhere. Definitely that pit lane.
Yeah, the last thing that was missing was spaghetti on the track. I think we should introduce that for the next season.
I think there definitely needs to be a few track changes because oh, Milo. But I definitely think there needs to be definitely look at the
I am not allowed to speak on that topic. It is all very secret.
Fair enough. Let that sink in. Well. You are definitely right there, Andy. Speaking of Endi or ND, I don't know. I'm still confused on which. I'm still upsetting the team owner of that for getting his name wrong. I had a massive crash in that pit lane too, but this isn't Italy. This is somewhere in New Zealand.
But it doesn't matter where we race, Mark Anthony is always going to be P1.
Yeah, as well. JTSF1 also up there. Getting word from the Daytona 24 race that an GT3 overtook an LMP3. Interesting, but we move on. As now
Karsten takes the lead.
Yeah, he does. Karsten yes, is in the lead. Nope, Mark Anthony now has it again.
Karsten
Mark-
obviously being the Envision main driver in Europe. They are basically teammates, but not in this instance.
Mark Anthony is just one of those drivers that you can have in a situation where he's just calm and collective.
Giotto is a very, very far way behind.
Someone goes wide in the back there. Doesn't look like it'll be raining here. Look at the forecast. It's a pretty it's a bit cloudy in the sky, but the sun is shining here at New Zealand, and it's also shining outside. In our broadcasting window, the sun is right in our eyes as Karsten looks to take the lead, but Mark Anthony is just so good at this track.
But the three are separated by nothing as JTSF1 hits the wall and loses that battle. And we see Young getting up on the podium places for once.
Mark Anthony is just
AP,
absolutely...
look at AP, he's in the wall.
Oh no, what has happened?
AP8KS in the final corner. I have no idea what.
We're getting word it's a power steering issue. Something is wrong with his steering.
Controller disconnect.
Yeah. So maybe it's some sort of electrical issue, and he is out of the race. So it might not be a power steering issue. It could have been anything with the electronics or something with the steering, and he is out of the race. Fatal crash, yeah.
Could have been killed.
Mark it.
Chroma Magnoli challenging for the lead.
Mark Anthony is just flying, Leo. This is incredible. This guy is calm and collective.
Into turn one, Chroma Magnoli is attacking, but nothing from it.
And I think, do we have another retire? No, there's only 16 drivers racing, yeah. But a really surprising person, Yoto. Yoto is 15th. He's usually up in the midfield, and he is 15th. This is a really bad race for him so far. The only real reason Mark Anthony gets caught is on the straights. But, other than Mark, Leo, who do you think the driver to watch in the midfield would be? I'm looking at Superfast GT.
Chroma Magnoli is really up there, but there's Superfast GT and Liquid Cooler as well. They are lurking back from the pack. But Karsten, after his mistakes as well, is now down to 7th. If he makes yet another of a mistake, then he's going to be out of slipstream, and that would be tragic for him.
Just like the tires MJ had in the Asian race last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, pardon me. I'm back on the long straight again. They're 4 wide, or no, they're 3 wide. They're all spread out 2 by 2. And now they're back in single file. It might be a bit boring right now, folks, but it does get very exciting right at the end. It's where it usually happens. After pit stops, it gets exciting.
In terms of strategy, only one driver has opted to use the not hard compound of tires, and that's AAA 47.
Oh, well, he is 13th.
Mediums.
We'll see how that plays out.
He's now battling Magnificent for P12 at one final point.
Well, here's a little fun fact. You can change your driving number in your car collection. Well, that is very untrue.
Well.
Well. Let that sink in, says Mark Anthony, as he flies through that section of the track.
Yes, he definitely said that. We've had a team radio, of course.
Team radio. Yeah, I'm really surprised about Yoto right now. And Mac. Wait. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking of Mac. Mac and Yoto are just 15th and 14th. That is interesting. You think usually Yoto and Mac are usually in the midfield, aren't they?
Yeah, they should be higher up, but I think American Cup today has been probably the most competitive so far this season. Most competitive lineup.
I think that, yeah, and I think the closest championship in the series right now is the European Cup.
Yes, European Cup and the Asian Cup.
Yeah, we don't have the points system at the moment. Actually, we could probably start saying championship implications here. It is round.
Yeah, definitely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
8.
yeah, it is round 8. So you could start saying championship implications here, but I don't think you can start confirming that until after Rio, which is next week as well, on the 4th and the 5th of February, as we enter February. And there is only 2 races in February as we go into a bit of a break before we head into the March finale. But definitely the last few races I'm looking forward to are Rio, New Jersey, and definitely the finale race. So
we're getting word that Chroma Magnoli is Miannington but renamed. So very skilled driver. I was thinking that it might be someone new.
Oh yeah, it's Millington. Yeah, right.
And now it makes sense that he's battling for the win because he's very skilled.
Well, let that sink in. Well. Isn't that right, Leo?
Very correct. You can change your driving number as well, so that would be very well.
Take a look at the American Cup standings. We can't bring it up for you, but Mark Anthony has a 67-point gap lead over second, which is his teammate Superfast GT. And in third is Sebastian Cato with a 72-point gap to the leader. Mark Anthony has 158 points. Superfast GT has 91 points. Sebastian has 86 points. And then to round up the top 5, GTS F1 with 64 and Milo with 56, who is actually tied with Mr. Globe. We'll take it around. We'll go around the park here. We'll go to the European Cup, and actually we had a new race winner to know. Mark won to the round 8 today, but right now it's Andy with 137 points, Nat Pippin with 131, and Sebastian with 115, and Karsten with 114. So very close battle. For that,
yeah, that European Cup is one to watch for.
Yeah, as well as the Asian Cup, as you said. Just take a look, and look at Mark Anthony, just flew by everyone. All right, really not commentating at the points standing. I do apologize, but
we're going to Brazil next, so.
That's a race to watch. One of my favorite courses, Rio.
Yeah, very tight, twisty street circuit.
Asian Cup standings. Can't really say the name, but is as well very close as well. At least the top three, at least fourth and fifth, are completely gone. So that's another one to look at. And the Rookie Cup.
Yeah, do not look at that, please. Very depressing.
Very well. Actually, if anything, the American Cup's a bit more depressing, but
Yeah, but in terms of my driving, but doesn't matter.
meanwhile, at 13 here,
Young is leading the race.
sensational. You have to say this has to be one of the most competitive seasons since season 4, I think. I could be wrong, but this season has just had lots of close racing, which is really good to see.
Top 5 is separated by nothing, and Karsten is out of that fight for now. Top 5 separated by actual centimeters, meters, inches, whatever you use, feet.
Yeah, it's a 5 car battle for the lead right now as Mark Anthony goes off line. Leo, pit stop should be coming up here soon. I'm expecting everyone to go on the mediums.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see who will opt for the mediums and who for the softs, because the undercut can be powerful around here, so we will see.
And Enzo, boy, we're just getting word has retired. Getting word it was an MGU-L failure, so very sad to see from Enzo. A common engine failure in
I hear
FRL.
that happens very often.
Very often, yes. So Enzo, boy, is out of the race, making 2 retirements so far in this race, and that moves Promocionto up to 14th.
Mark Anthony P5 at the moment, but of course separated by nothing. Mannington in the lead. He's going to be looking to retain that until the pit stops. But Mark Anthony flew past everyone with that slipstream. Is he going to take P1? Of course he does. Milo fights back into the hairpin. Mark Anthony flies into there and Milo comes out on top. Mark Anthony leads us into lap 16, but I am seeing something that is not happening very often. Karsten the pooper has now disconnected.
Karsten's? Oh no!
And from P6 as he was, he now is DNF'd.
Guess it was an Just connection issue, so loud and shout to see from Carson. That's
MGOE failure.
MGUE failure. Probably actually we're getting ready to see control electronics.
Yeah, once again.
Common errors, but
That brings AAA 47 into points.
Leo, we're going into the we're almost actually, well, as we said, we're near the end of the season here. We're about 4 races after this week. But we're not even near anywhere near a silly season or the off season, people call it. But what do you think could change over the off season?
I think we could see Mark Anthony doing some silly stuff, as his championship is pretty much sealed up unless he makes some huge blunders and his rivals will catch up. But I think Mark Anthony will be absent for a couple of races because he will just take a break, and maybe that will open up a chance for someone else to win it.
I've seen drivers do that. We're halfway through this race now. Still been the same top 5 for the past 7 laps, so bit of a calm race, we'd say.
I think now we will be starting to see some interesting strategies as JT once again walls it.
Slams that wall. Oh, big hit.
But he has to stay in that slipstream that is vital for him at this stage. I think he's in. Oh, it's very tight. But yeah, as I was going to say, the strategy is opening up for everyone right now. And JT goes wide again, and that, I think, concludes this race for him, unfortunately.
It is a common GTS F1 mistake we see over and over. And what's happening with Mark? Mark's slow.
Maybe Mark is implying championship implications to help out JT get back into slipstream.
And Mark is now GTS F1 is back in the slipstream.
But Mark Anthony is himself now out of slipstream as well. Can he push that Envision car back up? I think if someone is able to do it, then it has to be Mark Anthony. But we're now seeing a brilliant battle for the top 3. Very unusual top 3 with no Envision drivers in it once again, as we seen in Portimao, of course. Young takes the lead temporarily as Milo switches back, gets the better line through the hairpin. Sixteen Rice is the first one to enter the points from the hard compound users. We are excited to see what tire will he put on, and it's the mediums, of course.
Anyway,
What are you doing?
I just slammed my elbow against the table.
Why?
I don't know, man. I've
16 rise, yeah.
I've been Mark Anthony'd. That's what happened. Mark Anthony attacked.
Yeah. I think you did the JT as you slammed that elbow into. Yeah. But 16 rise is flying on that fresh set. He cannot afford to make a mistake because it's important that your outlap is rapid around here. In other words, Mark Anthony and JT have caught up to the pack. Gareth is the second one to pit. No one follows him in. Gareth comes out in P10. I feel like 16 Rise is doing a mega job in keeping that pace up. He has a green first sector, and he's now approaching crisscross for P8. But if he keeps this pace up, I'm sure that he could catch up to JTSF1. From the front pack, no one has pitted. We're getting a team radio that Milo is going to box this lap. Also, we've got a revamped entry, so it's going to be excited if anyone is going to make a mistake there. As we see Yoto also in the pits. He fits the soft compound. We are going to expect top runners to pit at the end of this lap. Very tricky pit entry, but everyone navigates through there nicely. But I think someone lost out, and that's Chroma Myannington. I think he's lost out the most out of everyone. It's going to be exciting to see where 16 Rise will come out. And where will everyone come out? "16 Rise into the first corner. This is very exciting, and he's into the slipstream and ahead of JTSF1. So that undercut has definitely worked. Mark Anthony, despite of everything that happened in this race, is back into the win fight. 16 Rise continues to do green sectors. Mark Anthony and Young are now your top two going into lap 24. final 10 laps of the Grand Prix. 16 Rice is keeping up with Milo, and JT is back in the race once again. And 60 Rice has made a mistake. He corner cut it on the inside, and that allows JT to get back fast. Mark Anthony, purple first sector. He is absolutely flying, but on that backstretch you need the slipstream. JT retakes purple first sector. He has the slipstream, so I think he will be challenging for the fastest lap that is currently held by Karsten from lap 2. Myanington has taken the purple second sector, as JT is only red. The battle for the fastest lap is now or never. Is Mark going to be the one to take it, or will it be anyone else? Mark takes it, Ben takes it back a 14.2, and JT cannot retake that. And Milo is now out of the slipstream, along with JTSF1, so they will not be challenging for the win. We've got a very nice top 3 podium. Mannington, Mark, and Young battling for P1. 14.2 is a very, very good time. So that's very interesting to see with the slipstream. Of course, it's a very long run down this straight. We've got 3 very long straights around here.
Go back to your igloo, Link.
Beautiful team radio from Karsten the Pooper. Chroma Magnoli or Mannington has taken again a purple sector 1. But he does not have he has not had enough to make it purple. The fight for P4 is massive. JTS P4 or JTS F1 is attacking and defending from Milo.
Oh, and Mark Anthony hits the inside wall or the outside wall.
Oh, Mark Anthony's wide.
And he goes wide. What's wrong with Mark Anthony?
That's
a
certified MGUL issue. But he gets the engine running again. And that leaves Young and Mannington fight for the lead.
Yeah, they'll even with those two, they can just slipstream each other and pull each other away. It is over for Mark Anthony. He can only maybe get P3 here.
Yeah, but it's really massive because it would be a first win for both of these drivers, I think, in their entire career.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mannington, this is his very first season in FRL, and Young, I don't know, maybe second or third season. He's won in Division 3, I believe, before, or maybe had a podium, but never won an American Cup. Obviously, my bad. Mannington has won in Asia. I have completely forgot about that. I think it was at Nagoya. Nope, it was at Pirkanmaa in Finland. Two very exciting drivers. And in a different perspective, we see Yoto and Magnificent battling for the final point. I think Magnificent has the better tires. Mark Anthony has pulled a massive gap out of the top two, already 8 tenths since that mistake. He's got 4 laps to do it. Mannington and Young into the tricky chicane once again, battling it out. Easy to do a mistake here.
The back people are catching. They might catch them in time. It's going to be close.
Mark Anthony is pushing his tires to the absolute limit. And from the team radio, we hear Karsten pushing him forwards as a team boss. And Mark Anthony has now gained 1.4 seconds since that mistake, so now 6 tenths a lap. He's getting very close. 4 laps for him to go. That could also bring Milo and JT back into the fight. Mark Anthony is now into the no, not yet, but he's very close. He needs to gain 5 tenths in the final sector to get into the slipstream range. It is difficult, but a skilled driver like Mark Anthony can do it in no time. But not in this instance. He misses out on the slipstream or DRS or whatever you want to call it. Three laps to go here in New Zealand, Gisborne.
Take it away, Leo, for the last 2 laps here. I'll give me a sec.
Gisborne, located North Island of New Zealand, on the east. Very tropical place to live, and Mark Anthony is in the slipstream. We will have a 5-car fight for the finale of this race. 10 sectors to go, I think. No, 7 sectors to go. As Mannington has hit the
wall. He slammed it.
And that I think settles it. It's going to be a 5-car way fight.
Hold on, give me a second. Oh!
2 laps to go. As JT goes wide, so I think that throws him out for a bit. Mark is on the gearbox of both of them. This is very exciting. I doubt that anyone thought this layout would be suitable for the race. Everyone was protesting against it, but we can see that it creates great racing. Would be a real shame if Mark just did not brake. Unfortunately, he does brake. Ooh, I think someone hit the wall. Milo and JT have fallen away from the final fight. So it's going to be Mark, Young, and Ben. One final lap, white flag, sponsored by the North New Zealand Island.
Oh boy.
Mark Anthony leads us into this epic battle. And the very fast left-to-right chicane. Mark Anthony stays in
just
P1.
absolutely just pulled away.
He is on the limit into the hairpin. Will anyone make a mistake? No, Mark Anthony gets a perfect line through there as well. Mark Anthony is well known for bottling on the final lap.
That is true. That is 100%
And
true.
Young is gaining on that back straight with the help of Slipstream, but Mannington is there as well.
Gotta send it.
Oh, Mannington's messed up that entire chicane.
No.
Oh, it's not looking
Mark
great.
Anthony is going to seal his victory at Gisborne.
And Young is 3/10 back. I do not think that's enough. Young needs a perfect line. He cannot get it.
No, Mark Anthony
Anthony wins in Gisborne. And Young takes P2 away from Mannington. Milo P4, JT P5. 16 rise with that unusual strategy, going very early on the mediums, has got himself P6. Gareth P7, Superfast GT P8, Liquid Cooler, a rookie driver who will be driving tomorrow, gets P9. P10 for Crisscross as he crosses the line. AAA 47 is going to get 2 points for Easter Squadra.
Good race from him.
Yoto versus Magnificent, the battle, epic battle for the final point. And Magnificent corner cuts. That's a shame.
Yoto gets it. And Max slow.
Mac, I think, is gonna gearbox failure at the end.
And
maybe run out of fuel.
And that is all. And
wow, what a race.
Good, interesting. I have to go, but good race. And
yeah, who was your driver of the day?
My driver of the day, Yoto. He got my points.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, you can end it off, and goodbye for me. So.
Yeah, goodbye everyone. See you all in Rio. My driver of the day was maybe Young or Mannington battling for that win. Very unexpected. But see you next time at Rio.